Last year, when The Last of Us 2 was released, the controversy surrounding this game was a shit show.
What they have done to this story, what they have done to the characters, based off of what I read, is just, it's disrespectful.
We had journalists that kept praising the games as a 10 out of 10 masterpiece that deserved all the Game of the Year awards.
Yeah. Blessed.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Yep.
Meanwhile, gamers think otherwise, thinking this game was absolutely dog shit and that everyone working at Naughty Dog should be fired. Then we had the YouTubers that were split between disliking the game and liking the game. So with all these different opinions, who should you believe? Not me, what the fuck? Why would you ever trust my dumbass? Now, that being said, I'll still give my 2 cents on this game. Now before we start, I would like to say I'm gonna judge this game by how much I enjoyed it. Not by how good it actually is, if that makes sense. So let's get straight to the point and see if the story was fun. I was pretty mad that Joe died, you know? Not the fact that he died, but the fact that he was gone way too early. The thing is, we didn't wait 7 years to play as Abby. We wanted to see Joe and Ellie, and how much time did we get to see him? A mere 1.5 hours. But you know what? Whatever. The story of Abby just has to be interesting enough to make up for it, right? Not really. Of Abby's crew, Hospital Girl and Spanish guy, though he was kinda cool, they were both not memorable. Pregnant Girl was just a bitch, and Owen, the only name I remember, is a cheater. Though, I guess you could make the argument that he was interesting. But the part that was enjoyable was Lei and Yara. They were pretty intricate characters, with Lei showing filial piety to his mom, even though she hates him. And oh, he also saves Ellie. Bonus points for that. Oh, there were 2 awesome moments in Abby's gameplay with the humongous mutant zombie. And the siege battle against the Seraphite was hella sick, with chaos everywhere. That was not only cinematic, but also the gameplay was intense trying to get out of the burning island. More games need this modern siege battle. Overall, it was pretty good, but the flashback of Joe and Ellie's gameplay easily outshines everything else. Just visiting the museum on Ellie's birthday was easily one of the most engaging and entertaining part of the game. There are also 2 characters introduced to Ellie's crew, Jesse and Diana. Diana was your average good character, not too good or bad. Jesse was a great character, pretty funny, and I was sad that he randomly dies after going outside the door. Honestly, the story wasn't that bad. It was definitely pretty fun going on this revenge journey, and the flood and the rain on day 3 combined with the game's insane graphic was definitely a feast for my eye, and was incredibly fun navigating through the rain, stabbing enemies. People hate the story, but I think they're more caught up on the fact that it could have been better if Joe had lived longer, instead of just asking if they were immersed in the game. As for the graphics, I don't think anyone will argue against me that the game looks stunning. So then let's look at the biggest strength about the game, the gameplay. It hasn't really evolved from the first game, but that doesn't mean that it's not polished and satisfying. When you stab someone, you slice their throat open. A shotgun to the head blows their face off. A landmine completely shreds apart half your body. The combat in this game is fucking brutal. I mean, look at Abby's gameplay. You slap meat when you punch someone. It is so damn fun. The AI of the enemies are unpredictable. They're not a standstill target for you to shoot. They flank you, they rush you, and they gun you down. On higher difficulty, this can give a pretty fair and fun challenge. One point to note that is that stupid Neil Druckmann hates Ellie giving her dog water weapons such as a hunting rifle compared to Abby's semi-auto gun when she can literally pick it up from the ground. Anyways, whatever, forget about it. Let's talk about the soundtrack. Oh, DMCA. The upbeat guitar music along with trees swaying and the birds chirping really gets you in the mood to enjoy the game. Last but not least, let's talk about the ending. Now before you hate on Ellie for abandoning her perfect life to go on this revenge journey again, you have to understand her. Yes, the best thing for her to do right now would be to just stay in the farm and live out the rest of her life. But Ellie needs to resolve this heart demon of hers. Do you know how painful it is for her to see the same nightmare again and again affecting her daily life? This is gonna be a regret for the rest of her life if she has to live every day in pain. So after knowing this, can you really blame her for risking everything to resolve this problem of hers? In the end, though The Last of Us 2 wasn't Game of the Year material, it was still a pretty good game. Before you start joining in on a bandwagon of hating the game, ask yourself if you truly enjoyed the game while playing or watching through it. Make your own decision. So for me, this game is a 7 out of 10. Oh hey, you made it to the end of the video. If you like my content, subscribe and like and comment. Anyways, tell me what you think. Anyways. Oh, why did I say anyways again? Bye bye!